So a little time ago you told me about people that became unfair.
Yeah.
So can you please figure that out?
For example, if you call a girl once or twice and
Okay.
you try to keep the distance and take care of her and her life, she can block you. But if you
Yeah.
call her 20 times, send her like 100 SMS, she possibly keeps you. Because it's not became normal to be crazy or mad or psychopath.
That's some funny example.
Yeah. So
I was to the store yesterday and I accidentally had left something in my wagon
interesting.
that I intended to buy,
Yeah.
and then I told her, "Oh, I forgot something," and this basically was a moment when she rolled her eyes and gave me the feeling that I made a mistake by telling her.
You could have stolen it easily,
Yeah,
and yeah, that's a good example too.
yeah, I have to learn. You have to learn. You have to learn to live in this world again, and you have to
I won't.
position yourself and
I don't like
see
it.
if it works out.
I mean, yeah, you could. That's a point about today's time. You can prepare for everything. And
Okay.
You can
So you don't
train it.
like to
But
prepare too much. You like to keep it
how
open.
fake is it? I mean, you have to take the things as they are.
Me also.
And
see it,
I want
see
to
it the same.
stay
I mean,
me.
Okay,
you
you
know.
risk.
I'm not an
something,
actor.
But
I'm not
at
an
least
actor.
You stand up and
I haven't said it, but yeah.
stand straight for your point of view and your values.
I try to be a rock in the fucking water.
Well, Nick, that's very
Someone
cliche.
has to stay the same.
But you're right.
I have to realize
You're right.
that if they isolate you,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't even be the rock in the water.
That's warfare.
You'll fucking drown.
Seems to be warfare somehow. I mean, what's the problem about it? Do you think the people can't stand the echo
I think
about stuff?
it's not about being right. It's about the right to be right.
So you expect this to be a preventation of understanding?
They don't want to explain stuff because maybe they can't explain stuff, so they avoid the confrontation entirely.
Yeah.
Egomaniac taking
So you
place.
think most people are standing or fighting for themselves? I mean,
they always did.
of course, usually this would be the normal thing to do,
Sure.
but it came to another level, and so there's
It's like a twisted movie or something.
there's possibly the devil's circle going on.
Right. It's like washing into each other. Imagine poor people always treated each other like that because I had to survive. It was a fight
As
going
you
on.
maybe as you feel now, you can talk and talk about this topic.
Doesn't
It
make you
won't
feel
come
better,
to an
does it?
end. So let's get back to the music.
All right.
What was the reason for you to make the rock music?
It started
Have
when
you had some people talking about a sellout taking place?
it kind of starts, but it's a love that I have since my childhood, I guess.
Would you be able to make something like AC/DC do? Like making one style, one solid style and repeat it?
Since I'm into the music, making music for a longer time, I have something going
looking
on
forward.
like that. I mean, it
Hard to imagine.
became a little more even, and the shouts and singing styles repeat. Or
What would be your plan? So if you finally record the 6 or 7 albums you talk about, hard to imagine this. I mean, how many songs are there?
I don't know, 600, around 600.
And what's about the styles? Is it a red line, or is it the typical Red House Project Doors approach with several different?
Surprisingly, it is depends on the tuning of the guitar, and attitude. It's about letting loose, being free,
Yeah.
feel good.
Okay, I understand what you say. That
Yeah.
this is where the circle closes again. So you are standing in tradition of the more detached style of rock and roll that doesn't take itself too serious. That is
I mean, it's about girls and love and all that
Okay.
shit. Laying on your bed and have something that makes you feel better.
Well, time for some questions of the crowd, the watching people. And we have one question here of Nastasia Novovic.
Whoa! Hopefully her
That is
pussy doesn't get too
considering
crazy.
herself to be outright, and
Interesting.
she's wondering about the stuff you're saying and we're speaking about. And she has a question about one point we have been talking about. That was people that are against immigrants don't know that immigrants are nationalists.
Yeah, I made a mistake. It's the opposite way. It's the other way around. Liberal people usually don't get the fact that the people coming in are nationalists. It's a loss
Okay.
of value happening. That it's
So
hard to
you're saying
understand.
that the problem is the loss of value.
Yeah, imagine when the 70s or 68 generation, they had something to believe in, and
You think that
I mean,
there's no real
it seems to be sterile.
opposite side, no real offering.
It's not too inviting. The alt-right people believe in stories. The stories are crystal
Yeah.
clear, made up, but they have the
People
feeling
want
of
movement.
Yes, they have a feel of
I mean, we never
something going on.
before have been confronted with, especially series at this quality level.
It's insane.
I mean, the quality is insane.
Indeed.
And on the other side,
I mean, movies like Batman 1 to 20, Spider-Man 1
I
to
mean,
20,
it's a rip-off. It's a
old movies,
instant shit soup.
instant soups, like yeah.
Principal franchises,
Yeah, totally
nothing else.
concentrate on old formulas and
So
don't try
people
new
can position themselves since
Flat.
there's no substance left.
flat out the
Seems to
talk
be
scenes, flat out the
Free of
dialogue,
substance.
painted black and white, and the series is good plot, proper stuff, but a lot of betrayal.
So the best way is not to become an institution on your own.
Yeah, you must
To,
do that. I mean, they
Draw a line to the sand and
don't get
look what
assimilated.
happens and decide.
Don't get assimilated by a movement that is just plain interesting.
Well, that's an interesting point.
but not right, you know. They're not right. And since the other side hasn't much to offer or seems to be dull or sterile, this is no reason to stop believing in what you believe or stand for.